This video is sponsored by Miniswap. Alright you lot, welcome back. It's that time again. Adepticon time. Adepticon 2026 is on the way, and that means that we're going to get some tasty Games Workshop reveals for that date. What is happening? Look, I'm just gonna lay it out there right now. We recorded Acceptable Losses yesterday, and we recorded for a solid 2.5 hours, and my face no longer works. It was a lot of talking. Because I was hosting both episodes. So this is going to be a choppy mess. But I want you to know that now, so that when you think that was a harsh cut, what the hell was that, you have the context. Anyway, Adepticon 2026. It's happening, it's on the way, and in fact we have the time and date here. So as you can see right here, look, I've got the little box up so that when we take a look at the trailer and guess what's going to happen, we can do it together. Nice. We don't need it for this bit, but whatever. So, we've got the 26th of March, if you're in the UK, and the 25th of March, if you're wherever Adepticon is. So, I'll be honest, I'm mostly focused on the fact that once again, I'm going to have to stream at 1 o'clock in the goddamn morning. I know that this is where they tend to announce things like new editions and the like, but I would love for that to be at a sensible time for once, but it's not going to be. It's going to be at 1 AM GMT or 8 PM CDT, depending on the date where you are. So, yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, as I've just alluded to, I would prefer it to be not at 1 o'clock in the morning for me personally, but you know what? At least they have done a couple of reveals that have been actually on UK time in the last year. That's been quite nice. It felt like consistently it was a 1 o'clock or even 3 o'clock in the morning job for a while there. So I'm not going to be too pissy about this one, alright? But we do have a trailer to take a look at to try and take a guess as to what we might see, what might be revealed. And unlike the trailer that we saw for the reveal of Yarrick, this one is going to have actual guesswork and hints, and hopefully won't have a total lack of something that should be there. I'm looking at you, Steel Legion. We're thinking about you. We remember you. Games Workshop want to forget. They don't want you there. They don't want you on Armageddon, even though that's where you are literally from. But we will always hold you in our hearts. The fact that the only way that you can currently get Steel Legion is by buying them second hand, it's just one of those things that I'm afraid people are going to have to deal with. But if you do want to collect Steel Legion, there is a good way of doing that, and that is via Miniswap. What a segue. Oh my god. Oh, actually that one's fine. I'll take that one. Miniswap is an online marketplace for you to buy and sell your miniatures made by hobbyists for hobbyists. There is a massive range of stuff to choose from. In fact, if we just go to the Warhammer 40k section, we have a significant number of listings there. 607. In fact, right now, it looks like someone is selling a Tyranid army. So if you are thinking of going the Tyranid route, but you don't want to put them together or paint them, hey, there's something here for you right now. If, however, you did have the bug to pick up some Steel Legion after seeing that trailer, you can set a reminder on this page right here, and you will know when an Armageddon Steel Legion infantry squad comes into stock on Miniswap. It's super easy. You just click this alert me button right here, and you will be notified when one of these kits goes up for sale. If you're looking to sell on Miniswap, they've been working on an eBay sync tool. So if you are already selling stuff on eBay, you can sync your existing eBay listings to your Miniswap inventory, meaning that your listings will appear on the site without any manual data entry from you at all. It's a fantastic way to shift models across both platforms, and it's synchronized, so if you sell something on eBay, it will no longer be listed on Miniswap and vice versa. If you sign up to Miniswap using the link in the description and the pinned comment down below, you will get 0% seller commission for the first 90 days and free shipping on your first order. Thanks to Miniswap for sponsoring the video. Now let's get looking at this here trailer, shall we? Alright, we've got to do two things to prepare here. First of all, we've got to get the glasses on so that we can see what we're looking at. Nice, excellent. And also let's turn the cursor on so that we can actually point at stuff. It's important to point at stuff when you're talking about it. Let's go. Let's see what we've got. Lovely, lovely house there. I wish my house was that big. Actually, no, I don't. The maintenance would be insane. Alright, straight away, we've got a Sentinel, a Joy Toy Sentinel, a Joy Toy Contemptor over there as well. Is that a... that looks like a space. That looks like a Space Wolves Contemptor. Then we've also got a Blood Angels Contemptor up there and a Bald Predator up there as well. Like, Yeah, that looks right, doesn't it? This here, this could be something that is actually related to what they're showing off. The Ultramarines might be getting their participation cake, but it all could just be that they want to put it there so that they sell more. That is entirely feasible as well. Paints-wise, what have we got? A bit of orange, bit of or like sort of orangey red, another red. I mean, we should probably carry on rather than just try and guess from this distance. Also, there's bikes galore. There's bikes galore on that desk. Look, loads of them. Loads of bikes. We've got a what's it called? That's gonna annoy me. I know what vehicle that is, but I can't remember it. It's the one that looks like a dragster. Something dragster? It's the something dragster. Whatever it is, it's one of them. Orc. That's the important bit. Also, you can see orcs on the table as well. And also, he's holding an orc, which is, I would imagine, something of a hint. Don't think they would show off a random orc bike for no reason. It's also not a new orc bike. That's clearly an old one. But then again, they also wouldn't show off a completely new model in the trailer for the reveals that they're going to do. That would be a wild decision, but, I mean, no, they wouldn't do that. Right, minor coughing fit over. Let's carry on going. Oh dear, oh, he's dropped it. Oh no. Luckily, hardly any work done on that. Right, patches galore here. Right, okay, let's start deciphering. Big one, big easy one. We've got a shield-shaped patch with a chalice with a skull on it with wings on either side. So either that is Blood Angels or Games Workshop are absolutely pulling a fast one. I don't know what fast one they'd be pulling, but that is most definitely what that is, right? These two are familiar to me, but I can't remember why, and that's really irritating. I feel like I should know what those are, but right now I'm drawing a blank. All I know is that looks oh wait, well, hang on. I was going to say that looks orky. Wheel, yeah, it's a wheel with the fire over the top. Oh, is this Speed Freak stuff? I think this might be Speed Freak stuff. You know what? This is such a specific reference. I don't know how many of you will remember. Was it Tanks War or something? It was a guy who literally, like, this is years ago. This isn't a White Dwarf from decades ago at this point. Made an orc army, and it was featured in White Dwarf. But he used like remote control cars or like third party toys, and he painted the orcs. It was really, really good, but a lot of it was not Games Workshop miniatures. It was literally toy cars or toy trucks or like monster trucks and stuff that he had converted and orcified to make his army. And in that army, every single squad of orc boys had an orc with a boss pole. And the orc with the boss pole, it might have had multiple poles actually in each squad. I can't remember fully the details, but I do remember, I am 99.9% sure that symbol and that symbol are ones that we used in that army. Because that army was like, when I saw that in White Dwarf, so many years ago, like it must have been 20 odd years ago now, I was like, oh hell yes, this is an amazing army. The kit bashing is quality. This is incredible. But I'm sure I saw that symbol and that symbol in there, and it was a Speed Freaks army. So Speed Freaks, which, I mean, given all the bikes we saw on the desk, makes sense. That also looks familiar, but I can't fully remember what it is. That up there looks kind of... Does that look sort of Rogue Tradery? Is that Rogue Tradery? It feels like there's a cog in there, which could be a bit Mechanicus-esque, but... Oh, man, I don't know. That one is actually... That one I feel like... For some reason, I feel like that's sort of Mechanicus-y, but I don't know that is. I don't know that is. That's reminding me of like the Rogue Trader symbol, but I don't know if that's right. I think perhaps I've conflated something incorrectly there, because the cog feels like a significant thing, but that down there, I think that's Solar Auxilia. I think I could be wrong. This one's bugging me because I've got no clue. I feel like I should know. That one feels like one that I should know, but I've got absolutely nothing on that, I'll be honest. The little S and the star, that also I'm kind of drawing a blank, although that could be a Speed Freaks thing as well, but it seems unlikely. But yeah, Speed Freaks, Blood Angels, Solar Auxilia, I'm pretty sure, and it's really annoying me that I can't decide whether that's like a Mechanicus-y thing or whether it's a rogue tradery thing. That is going to bug me. Until we see what the reveals are, that's going to bug the hell out of me. Alright, I've just realised I can't remember what games they're showing off. That would help. That would help to know, wouldn't it? It would help with guesswork. So 40k, Kill Team, Age of Sigmar, Underworlds, Horus Heresy. Oh, God, Age of Sigmar. So, hang on. No. That patch with the S isn't bloody... That's not 40k. That's Cities of Sigmar, isn't it? The S with the big like star sun behind it. I'm pretty sure that's Cities of Sigmar. Ignore what I said before. That's bollocks. That would make more sense, wouldn't it? So, I mean, if we've got Blood Angels and we've got Speed Freaks shown off, those most likely will be something to do with 40k, specifically launch, right? The big box, the big launch box for the next edition, that would make the most sense. Because you're not going to stick Speed Freaks in Kill Team. How would that even work? Solar Auxilia, it has to be. Like, there's literally nothing else it can be but Horus Heresy. That one's annoying me. I'm going to just say Kill Team. I'm going to say Kill Team for that, and probably Kill Team for that, but only because I simply can't remember what that is. That is doing my head in. That's really annoying. Anyway, let's carry on. Oh, hang on a second. There's more patches there. There's more on the... Oh, alright. Let's just hope he turns around again. What's that on that sleeve? Oh, look at that. Lovely pause there. We love that. Right, more Blood Angels. Okay, so we're really hammering home on the whole orc thing. And what the hell is that? Is that... That feels elfy. That's AOS, for sure. That's AOS, but I don't know what flavour of elf that would be. But it feels... I think... I'm like 80% on that being... Not Lumineth. Not Lumineth. I'm like 80% Ideneth Deepkin on that one, but I could be totally wrong. All I know is that is tickling a brain cell that's saying elf. Outside of that, I am not really sure. But it is definitely AOS related. Whether it's Underworlds or, main game, it feels AOS related for sure. This one is really annoying because I can clearly see it's a badge. We've got a red stripe through it. We've got wings. We've got a little skull or something there. I cannot make out that text for love nor money. But we've definitely got the Imperial Aquila below it. So whatever that is highly annoying that I can't see what that says. Because that would help a lot. That would help a hell of a lot, let's be honest. Aside from that, the rest of these are pretty clear cut. I mean, that could be like Arbites or something. I can't remember what the Arbite symbol is. But it feels like it would either be Kill Team or, 40k proper. It's unlikely to be Horus Heresy. I'm assuming the Solar Auxilia would be the stuff that Horus Heresy is going to be getting for the most part. That would also tie in to the whole, for God's sake, Sentinel on the desk. That's what I was trying to think of, the Joy Toy Sentinel, because Solar Auxilia sort of, the kind of the guard sort of, and also that. But that's annoying. I don't know what that is. I just can't tell. I just can't read it. If I could read it, I feel like I'd be a bit more confident, but I'm really not sure. So I'm just gonna. Really, it's just making me think of Judge Dredd, but that's not helpful. It's not helpful at all, and it's probably super obvious. And someone's gonna be like, "What the hell are you talking about?" Everyone knows that. Look, I'm sorry. If I did know it, I've forgotten, and if I didn't, then that wouldn't help anyway, would it? So, all right, hang on. We got a spit. No. What's that patch say? What's this? What's that patch? We've seen all the other patches. We've identified the rest of them, sort of. Oh, hang on. Do we get a clear view of it there? Do we get a clear view? Is that an orc thing? It's like a big red face with like teeth and no. That is another Imperial Aquila there, and we've got a little triangle underneath it. Not really sure on. Does that say something? Is that words? I think that's words. Do we? Oh, okay, that's a little bit clearer. Oh, God, it's like one of those tests at the opticians where they're trying to work out if you need new glasses. That's a little bit clearer. What is that? Oh, hang on, wait. No. Okay, I can't see it clearly enough, but for a second there, everything crystallized, and I was like, does that say Armageddon? I think that does say Armageddon. Which is not, I mean, that's hardly a shock or a reveal, but, you know, I'd just be happy if I was right, because, you know, that would feel like an otherwise quite bad series of guesses, outside of the really obvious ones. So if that does say Armageddon, I'll be chuffed with that. Ridiculous. Also, they're on a big red bike. They're on a big red bike, so, you know, it's going to be bike heavy, it's going to be bike centric. I think we can safely say that for 40k, it's a Blood Angel stuff and an Orc stuff in one big box of stuff, and the Orc stuff most likely is going to be a bunch of Speed Freak things, because that'll make the most sense, because they got a red motorcycle and the patches on the jacket were Speed Freak centric, so that makes the most sense. And then we've got a couple of Blood Angels patches, plus we had the Blood Angels Joy Toy stuff. Whether that Space Wolf Contemptor means anything, I don't know. I've no idea whether that does or not. But could potentially be something for Horus Heresy at the very least. Or maybe Kill Team. Although I didn't really see anything on the jacket that kind of supported that. The jacket feels like the real sort of Easter egg bit. Solar Auxiliary for Horus Heresy. Some flavour of elf. God knows what flavour of elf. I think maybe Ideneth, but I could be totally off the mark for that. Then we've got Cities of Sigmar. That makes the most sense. I don't know what to say for the green patch. I'm going to say Rogue Trader stuff. Probably for Kill Team. But I am prepared to be totally wrong and be ridiculed for that. That could be absolute bollocks. And there was 2 patches there that I just couldn't work out what they were. I just flat out, don't know, no idea. I would love to know. And I would love if you have any ideas to what those were, then let me know in there. And if they are something super obvious, then do say, because I want to know what I've missed, because it feels like something I should know, but for whatever reason, don't. So yeah, just let me know what you've picked up from in that trailer in the comments down below, your best predictions for the 26th at 1 AM. Oh dear God, why? Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to click all this stuff. Thank you again to Miniswap for sponsoring the video. Make sure to check them out using the link in the description and the pinned comment down below. And I will see you for the next one.